Hello everyone, my name is Jenny and now I can tell you a lesson about fruits and vegetables. And now I will show you. First, we'll learn about seeds. What are seeds? Where do they come from? And where should we plant them? Where? Now I will show you. A seed is something that is smaller than an ant. Some seeds are big and some seeds are tiny and small. And although they are small, they can turn into something huge or tall or big. And some, although small, but they can turn into big, giant plants. For example, I want to eat potatoes. But where should I get these potatoes? I really want a tree of myself. If I go to the market or the master of the potato shop says 40,000 francs, but I didn't have 40,000 francs, what should I do to take these potatoes? I would buy a seed that is not very bigger than 40,000 francs. Then I will buy these seeds from the market. I went back and planted them in the dirt of a pot. I will water it, take out all the ugly green worms on its leaf trying to eat its leaves, and we'll sing for it, talk it day by day, and it would grow into something amazing. What about, for example, my mom wanted cucumbers for desserts, but she didn't have any cucumbers. So she took the cucumber seeds, she planted them, and take care of them goodly with all her heart. And first, the seeds grow into a tiny bitty lady plant. It was so small, only one leaf. Next, the next month or the next year, the seeds will grow into a bigger plant. And it will grow more larger than the other years. And it will be called a Titan plant now. Now, it was tall like this. First, it would have little leaves, like one leaf. When it grew larger in the other month or year, it will turn bigger and its leaves became more on its body. The plant will grow leaves first. And where do these leaves can live? Where do we start? Now, under the dirt, it has its own roots. Roots are a dirty part of the plant underneath the ground. And the roots can make the plant stay still in the soil, and it will be healthy. If we plucked all of the roots out of the plant's body, it will begin to be old and begin to dry, and when it lost all its leaves, it will turn into a dead plant called a sorrow plant. It would be very sad because it was the end of its life. Now you already know it was a seed. A seed is a tiny bitty lady bunner. Now I'll show you. Next, we'll learn about a lesson about vegetables. For example, I want to eat carrots for my eyes to become more clearer to see far away from here. But I really want to eat carrots. But I didn't have anything to eat for the carrots. Well, the carrots also has a body just like the seeds. We first take the seeds of the carrot just like the cucumbers and the tomatoes. And just like example, all the plants not must need roots. Roots can protect them from the wind, the sun heat, and the rain. For example, a stormy day is coming. I plucked the roots of the plant, and the plant dead, and then the storm whooshed away, far away to be heard. And when the storm stopped, I went to my garden to pick some lettuce, and it's all gone. So eagerly pops. Now we'll start at the firstest thing in the vegetables lesson. For example, again, what about cabbage? Cabbage is a good vegetables to protect our body. It would be good for our health, our head, and our bottom, or I will call it a bump. And we'll eat the vegetables good day by day. It will stay us healthy. Or some people didn't like eating vegetables and they became sick and died. And sometimes they became so sick that they could not be healed. What about, for example, of a story for cabbage? With cabbage, lesson 2. What about Rapunzel? Rapunzel is a girl with long locks. Locks is hair like me. It was very curly. And she lives in the tallest tower in the region. And she was raised by a wicked mother named Mother Gothel. Well, the example first. The fake story is begun in YouTube. And the real story is from Disney Blood. Now, the fake story made from YouTube is this. Once upon a time, there lived a poor family with a baby. Then the wife wanted to eat the cabbage. Then the husband stole it. And then the witch says, "How dare you take my lettuce? I will punish you at once if you put these letters down, or I will kill you sick." And then the husband was scared for his life. He begged her, "Please, spare my life. I would give you all the money you need." And then the witch said, "Or I will make you a deal. If your baby born, I'll take it. Or you will still have your baby. You didn't trust the deal. I will never ever let you take all of my cabbage." Then the husband agreed for the deal they had made. It was very offensive. But the real story is Rapunzel. Why she had the golden hair? The story begins with a royal family, not a poor family. The queen was sick, and they found a golden healing flower. Only a selfish mother called Mother Gothel knew where it grew. Now, where do the flower come from? It's not from seeds. You thought there was golden seeds. First, the sun is so big that it burned every planet, and it laid out a golden sun drop. Then it became smaller, but it was bigger and cooler than the other burning planet. The drop fall and fall and fall and fall for 20 years. Then it fall for 3 months. Then it fall down the valley, and it immediately grew into a golden silk flower. One year, a queen was sick. Then they both found the golden flower and gave it to her to heal it. That's all of the legendary story about Rapunzel. Now let's get back to our vegetable lesson. Well, for example, again, onions. Onions. onions are so yuck, spicy for our eyes. Our eyes will look at the onions and it will burn into dust or cinders. I hate onions. It made me get up cold. It's yuck. It smells gross. Yuck. It's like a smelly socks from my dad who wears in the winter. Now you will start at onions first. These onions are so horrid times. These onions made my whole body frozen. Duh. And the important thing is the onions are vegetables too. We must eat them although they are spicy. Now, next, for example, we'll learn about fruits now. Fruits are things that make us healthy like the other vegetables, not onions. Yuck! And the important thing is fruits grow by a seed too. They also have roots like the other vegetables and seeds, although just like that, they would grow leaves first. And they would grow flowers and bloom into beautiful windflowers. Then it will bloom some other flowers. Then 1 year or 1 month or 20,000 years, they would bloom out fruits. Now we're to learn about fruits. What about, for example, strawberries? Yes, I know. Strawberry is my favorite thing. Where do it grows? Now I'll show you. The important thing is strawberries. And where do it come from? And 19,000 years ago, there lived a man. Then he dressed in the finest silks. Then he go and buy some strawberries and pick strawberries in that lake. That is the place where the most fancy, ready, juicy, sweetest, greenest, delicious, and the tastiest, and the most biggest strawberry in the world. That lake is the most honored thing. It was called Flower City Đà Lạt.
In Vietnam.
I know, you silly fatty dada. And I know that sometimes, especially strawberries is my favorite.
Say sorry to me.
What?
Say sorry to me. You say I'm silly.
Yes, my dad is so silly. He fights all day without getting bored. He eats some pies, then he begins.
Recording.
What?
Recording.
Oh, I know. Now, guys, let's puck up these silly adventures. Now we'll learn about fruits. We only have 5 minutes. 5 minutes more to learn about fruits. Fruits are things that we can eat, just like strawberries. 115,000 strawberries in that lake. And 115 flowers in that lake. And 115 people in that lake. And it was very offensive in that lake. Oh, and that lake is the coldest thing in the region. But it was not colder than the Arctic. Right? Antarctica. Yeah. The Antarctica is so cold, and the Eskimo is so cold, but they still can feel and they can still keep the cold. They lived in an igloo in Antarctica. The igloo is made by icebergs. a square ice that we can make houses from igloos. They would go fishing in the ice. They would make some warm, juicy milks. And the scariest thing of them all is the polar bears. You know polar bears already. It was so scary that it eats the penguins, then it would eat all of the humans and eats all of the eyes, and it love the most of the food is fish. It love eating fish, but it eats penguins. Penguins have a circle like, yeah. Now we'll get back to our fruity vegetables list. Well, only have 1 more minute to spend. Now, the fruit is very tasty, and for example, it grows from a seed, and just like that, it will. But strawberries is not like that. First, it have 2 roots. First, one root like that. It is its roots. Then it will grow another root over there. Its leaves and branch stretch out and over here and touch into the dirt and take another root. And they would be stronger than the other plants because they have 2 roots to carry themselves in storms. First they would bloom some leaves, then it will bloom some flowers, then next it will bloom strawberries. Now bye guys, it's almost reaching up. Now our fruity vegetable talent lesson is over. Now bye guys, I'm so sorry because my dad had been caught ill.
What is your favorite fruit?
Oh, you already know. 1,000 strawberries in the lake. What about this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 100,000 15 miles away. The Arctic is a Bye bye.